Hello everyone and welcome to match 1 of the BCA Autumn Series, and we've got a blockbuster to get us underway as HOWZAT take on the NIFF NUFFS. These two sides are striking up quite the rivalry here at BCA, and this one shapes up to be another important contest after the NIFF NUFFS surrendered second spot with a disastrous Super Over Series campaign to the eventual winners Nice Gary. The toss was conducted a short time ago, and the NIFF NUFFS won yet another toss here at BCA, and they chose to field first in this crunch encounter. So we return to 3v3 here for the team event, with both sides at full capacity. Henry Perenara and Joel Wojcik line up for the men in pink, and they welcome back Michael Johnson, who was on loan for Nice Gary, who got the job done for them in the Super Over Series. And for the ladder leaders HOWZAT, they welcome back Riley Cornforth, who was also on loan at Nice Gary. They are captained by Brendan Scott once again, and the side is rounded out by the ever-eccentric Michael Maybury. So it's HOWZAT who lead the head-to-head record 2-1 between these two heavyweights. It's match 1 of the Autumn Series. Let's get it on. And it is going to be the HOWZAT skipper, Brendan Scott, who will get us underway with the stick. Has had a fantastic season with the blade so far. He'll be looking to get his side off to another good start. So the Autumn Series underway. It's going to be skipper v skipper as Perenara is into Scott. Here he's in now, and he's bang on the money as Perenara, as Scott defends first up. So a good start for both sides here. Perenara on the money from ball 1. Perenara to continue over the wicket in the opening over. He's in now, it's another good length delivery, and Scott turns this away on the onside and will move through for a single to get HOWZAT underway. A confidence booster there for the skipper. His account is off and running. Perenara in for the final ball. What's been an impressive opening over. He's in now, and he finishes with another good delivery outside the off stump, and Scott decides to leave it alone. So a good over to begin with here for Perenara and the NIFF NUFFS. 3 without loss. It's going to be Joel Wojcik who will bowl the second over of the match. Here he's in now to Scott. It's a full delivery outside the off stump, and it's a plain miss there from Scott. So a good start with the ball there for Wojcik, as Scott can't get away. HOWZAT no wicket for 6, as Wojcik will continue in the second over. Here he's in now to back of a length delivery, and Scott guides this on the offside for the opening boundary of the contest. Beautifully played there from Scott. Just opened the face on it slightly and guided it away. 10 without loss. It's going to be Michael Johnson for his first involvement in a pink shirt. He's in now, and he serves up a half volley to Scott, and he punches it down the ground for his second boundary. Not the start with the ball Johnson was hoping for. 15 without loss. So Scott beginning to get going. He's moved along to 12. As Johnson's in once again, it's a wide half volley outside the off stump, and it's crushed through the covers for back-to-back boundaries. Johnson under pressure to begin the third over. There's been a war of words between these two in the lead up to this over. Scott winning so far. HOWZAT 19 without loss with 9 deliveries remaining in the innings. As Johnson's in again, and this one's short and clobbered through mid-wicket for another boundary in the over. Scott moves into the 20s. HOWZAT move into the 20s. Johnson under pressure. The pressure that was being built up by the NIFF NUFFS in the opening 2 overs being released here. Johnson in for the final ball of the over. Played down the ground for another boundary. A big over here for HOWZAT. 17 off it. 28 without loss with 1 to go. So it's going to be the skipper, Henry Perenara, to bowl the final over of the innings. He's in over the wicket here to Scott, and Scott places away on the onside, but will only get a single to begin the over. HOWZAT 29 without loss with 5 deliveries remaining. Here's Perenara's in again. Oh, and he's tried to paddle that around the corner. Got one away in the Summer Series final in similar fashion. No good on this occasion. So Perenara has been phenomenal with the ball so far here in match 1. Oh, and he serves up a half volley on this occasion, and Scott is good enough to put it away. The commentator's curse strikes again. Perenara concedes his first boundary. HOWZAT move into the 30s as Scott continues his love affair with the bat against the NIFF NUFFS, as this one's played uppishly towards Michael Johnson. And it's a good stop here in the covers, just bouncing short. A priceless dot for the men in pink. 2 deliveries remaining in the innings. Perenara in again. This one's a back of a lane delivery. Oh, and he's tucked this around the leg side, but can only tickle it through to the keeper. Perenara picks up a deserved wicket, that of his opposition number. Scott has to go for 30. Another good knock in this heavyweight tussle, but Perenara gets his wicket. So that now brings Riley Cornforth to the crease for his first involvement in a HOWZAT jersey. And he's got 1 delivery to leave his mark on this innings. So Perenara in for the final ball of the over. Oh, it was quite wide, but it's let go by the umpire. Perenara deserves that. He's been fantastic with the ball, and they restrict HOWZAT. So all in all, another brilliant tussle here between these two sides. Both will be reasonably happy. HOWZAT finished 1 for 33 after their 4 overs. 34 to get for the men in pink. So it will be Joel Wojcik who will get this run chase underway for the NIFF NUFFS. Didn't feature in the Super Over Series, and his last stick was in that Summer Series final against HOWZAT. He'll be looking for a similar effort with the bat once again. So 34 to get for the NIFF NUFFS. It's going to be Riley Cornforth to get us underway with the ball, and he starts with a wide delivery. So the NIFF NUFFS get a free one to begin with. A loosener there from Riley Cornforth. The NIFF NUFFS away. Cornforth to continue around the wicket in the opening over. He's in now. This one's a full delivery, driven down the ground by Joel Wojcik, and he gets his account underway here in the run chase. Overpitched on this occasion from Cornforth. Wojcik will put them away all day. So a positive start to the run chase here for the NIFF NUFFS. As Cornforth is in once again to Wojcik. This one's played upwardly back towards him, and he can't take the catch off his own bowling. And furthermore, it runs to the boundary once again. How close was this? Oh, it was just out of reach. Wojcik survives. The NIFF NUFFS no wicket for 9 in the run chase. As Cornforth continues over the wicket, and he's pushed this one. Oh, it looks like it was leg side-ish. But the umpire has said that this has gone over leg stump. Here, let's have a look. Oh, they've got away with one here. How's that? A wide, 2 boundaries and 2 dots so far in the over. As Cornforth's in once again to Wojcik, and he knocks him over with what looks like a slower ball. A big wicket here for HOWZAT. Wojcik has to go for 8. It's a brilliant bit of bowling there from young Riley Cornforth. A slow ball out the back of the hand, which has the beating of Wojcik all ends up. Wojcik has to go for 8. The NIFF NUFFS 1 for 9. So it's going to be Michael Johnson who will bat at 2 for the NIFF NUFFS. Coming off a very impressive Super Over Series. That was for Nice Gary. His actual team will be hoping he can follow up suit here. So Cornforth in for the final ball of the over, and it's played away on the offside. And Johnson gets a boundary first up. Well, he has picked up where he left off in the Super Over Series. 13 for 1 after 1. So it's going to be Michael Maybury who will bowl the second over of the innings. He's in now too. Johnson's a full delivery. He picks the gap beautifully once again. Back-to-back boundaries to begin his innings. Johnson on fire here for the NIFF NUFFS. 1 for 17. Good early signs these for Johnson and the NIFF NUFFS. Maybury will continue again. And this one's played down the ground. It's another boundary to Johnson. He's raced to 12. Maybury under severe pressure here in the second over. The NIFF NUFFS 1 for 22. It's 12 to get from 14 deliveries. As Maybury will continue around the wicket. It's another full delivery. It's another one that Johnson gets away to the boundary. Johnson on fire for the NIFF NUFFS. And the deficit now drops below 10. So Maybury in for the final ball of the over. In now, it's a full delivery. Cracked away again. Oh, but he's picked out Riley Cornforth, who takes a smart catch low down to his right. And the pendulum swings again. Johnson, who was looking indestructible, has picked out Riley Cornforth. He takes a smart catch down to his right. And just like that, HOWZAT are back in the contest. The NIFF NUFFS 2 for 26. So still 8 runs to get here for the men in pink. And that wicket now brings Henry Perenara to the crease. The last hope here for the NIFF NUFFS. Got his side home from a similar position in the Summer Series. Can he do it again? It's going to be skipper v skipper for the third over. As Perenara plays his way towards the boundary on the offside. but will only get a single to begin with. Scott to continue over the wicket in the third over. He's in now. It's a full delivery. Punch down the ground by Perenara. Beats Scott. And it goes to the boundary. That is a huge moment here for the NIFF NUFFS. It just escaped Scott's grasp. And they're almost there. So 2 to get for the man in pink. But how's that? No, one moment changes things here. Scott is in again. He gets it onto his own body. Oh, and it stops short of the auto wiki. So he's able to move through for what is the tying single. He's going to do it again here, the NIFF NUFFS skipper. The calm head they need. So just a solitary run needed with 9 deliveries remaining. Scott needs a wicket here as he's in now. It's a full delivery. And Perenara plays it on the offside for a dot ball. A run needed for the NIFF NUFFS. A wicket sends us to a super over. As Scott will continue again to Perenara. Oh, he struck him in front. There's an appeal and he's given. He's been given. Can you believe it? HOWZAT have got out of jail here. Perenara clearly not happy with the decision. Here, let's have a look. Oh, that looks decent from this angle. It looks like it's crashing into leg stump. Yeah, you know what? That's fair enough. It's the great escape for HOWZAT. And we are going to a super over. So these two sides have produced yet another beauty at BCA. The match finishes tied, and we will go to our first ever super over. So the rules for the super over, it'll be 1 over per team. A wicket triggers the end of the innings. A different player must bat and bowl for each side. And if we have another tie, it'll be another super over. The NIFF NUFFS have won the toss and sent HOWZAT into bat. Let's go. And it will be the HOWZAT skipper, Brendan Scott, who will take responsibility with the blade for the super over. And it looks like it's going to be his opposition number, who was brilliant with the ball throughout the match, to take him on. So skipper v skipper for the super over as Perenara's in and he gets us away on the offside to begin the super over in perfect fashion. The NIFF NUFFS have quite a straight field and Scott opens the blade on it nicely. So a perfect start to the super over here for HOWZAT as Perenara's in again. He gets us away on the offside once again, Scott, for back-to-back boundaries. Opens the face of the bat once again and gets us away. 4 runs. I'm able to be bored. So Perenara under pressure with the ball for the first time in the match. He's in now to Scott, who plays us on the offside. He's going to go through for a single and will move through to push the score into double figures. So HOWZAT in a strong position with half the over still remaining. As Perenara continue over the wicket. He's in now. Oh, he's tickled it around the corner again. And is dismissed in the same fashion he was throughout the match. Can you believe it? Lightning strikes twice for the NIFF NUFFS. And HOWZAT are gone for 10. So Scott was on top in the early part of the over, but Perenara fights back. They have been dismissed for 10 in the super over. It's 11 to get for the man in pink. And it's going to be Joel Wojcik who will be entrusted to get these runs here for the NIFF NUFFS in the run chase. Was dismissed for 8 in the match, and he'll be facing the man who got him out. As it's going to be Riley Cornforth with the ball for HOWZAT. In now, it's a back of length delivery, and he plays it on the offside, and it's a dot to begin with. So a good start to the over here for Cornforth and HOWZAT. As he continues around the wicket, it's a fuller delivery. Oh, and Wojcik gets us away beautifully on the offside to get the super over run chase off and racing. It's a brilliant stroke from Wojcik, who waited on it nicely. 4 runs. 7 to get from 3 deliveries. As Cornforth will continue around the wicket. He's in now. It's a full delivery. It hits Wojcik on the leg. There's an appeal here from Cornforth. Oh, and it's been given not out here from the umpire. And the reaction would suggest that this is close. Oh, it is close, but it's the correct decision again from the umpire. Wojcik will move through for a leg bye. So it's 6 to get from 2 deliveries. A big ball here in the over. He's in now and he gets us away. Wojcik on the offside again. Just a bit of width here from Cornforth and he knows it. Wojcik has waited on it nicely again. And we go to the final delivery. Well, we couldn't be going to another super over, could we? 1 to tie, 2 to win. A dot ball wins it for HOWZAT. Cornforth into Wojcik and hits him on the body. He's going to move through for a leg bye. We are going to a second super over. Can you believe it?
Super over again.
So absolutely nothing can separate these two sides once again. The match finished tied. The super over finished tied. We are heading to a second super over. The NIFF NUFFS have won the toss again, and again they have sent HOWZAT into bat. And the mandatory change of order for the second super over sees Riley Cornforth entrusted with the bat here for HOWZAT. Faced just a solitary delivery at the end of the HOWZAT innings. Can he deliver for the ladder leaders? And he'll be facing Joel Wojcik, who'll have the ball for the super over. As he's in now and he plays this away to Michael Johnson for a dot to begin with. So it's been a brilliant start to the super over here for Wojcik. As you continue over the wicket to Cornforth, who gets this away on the offside to register the first runs for HOWZAT in the second super over. A much needed boundary here for the men in charcoal. Riley away. So 3 deliveries remaining in the super over. Wojcik into Cornforth once again. He's knocked him over, has he? Well, the bails are still on. Is there an edge? I wonder if this has gone through the stumps. Oh, it has. Can you believe it? As if this match needed more drama. Oh, Riley survives by the skin of his teeth. Can you believe it? It's still a priceless dot for the NIFF NUFFS. As Wojcik will continue again. Oh, has he got him this time? No, he hasn't. But this is brilliant stuff from Wojcik. It's another dot. And we arrive at the final delivery of the over. So can Riley get this away to the boundary? Wojcik into Cornforth. He advances. It's another swing and a miss here from Riley. Absolutely brilliant here from Wojcik in the super over. 5 dot balls restricts HOWZAT to 5. So a magnificent over there for Wojcik. Pegged Cornforth down, who couldn't get away. They can only register 5 in the super over. And it's 6 to get for the NIFF NUFFS. And this time it's going to be Michael Johnson entrusted with getting the runs for this run chase. Was the top scorer for the NIFF NUFFS throughout the match. Can he get the business done here in the super over? And he'll have to face a HOWZAT skipper, who's in over the wicket now. It's a back of a length delivery. Oh, well, Johnson wants a wide, but he's not going to get one. Let's have a look. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. A dot ball to begin with. Scott to continue over the wicket in the super over. He's in now, and Johnson gets his way on the leg side. It's heading towards the boundary. Michael Maybury makes a gallant effort, but it goes to the boundary. A massive moment here for the men in pink. It was a good effort there from Maybury, but he just couldn't get there in time. 4 runs.
It was close.
So 2 to get from 4 deliveries. The NIFF NUFFS odds on from here. As Scott is in once again, and Johnson decides to defend for a dot ball. So 1 moment for each side here is going to do it, you feel. As Scott is in once again to Johnson. Oh, it's beaten him, all ends up. And that was very nearly the moment for HOWZAT. It has cut Johnson in half and sails over the middle stump. Well, it's now 2 to get from 2 deliveries. Scott into Johnson, who plays his way on the offside. Oh, just bounces short of the auto wiki. This game is incredible. Nearly the moment there again for HOWZAT, and we go to the final delivery. We couldn't, could we?
Yeah.
1 run sends us to a 3rd super over. 2 or more wins it for the NIFF NUFFS. A dot or a wicket wins it for HOWZAT. Scott into Johnson. It's a wide half volley. Johnson cracks it through the offside. The NIFF NUFFS win an absolute thriller here in match 1. It's taken 2 super overs to get a result here, but Johnson is the hero for the NIFF NUFFS. He has absolutely clobbered this one through the covers to get the points here for the men in pink. Well, what a start we've had to the autumn series as these two sides produce yet another classic at BCA. It's the NIFF NUFFS who win it in a super over to collect the points. It's now a hard act to follow for both these two sides as we look ahead to match 2. It's the Super Over Series champions Nice Gary taking on 2 inches short of a length. Coming up next.